Girl. Y'all know what time it is. Go ahead, sit back, relax, grab your little snacks, tune in for this tea, all that. Grab some more stuff. Grab your little drink if you need it. Grab you a blanket, all that. All right? Before we get into it, make sure you like the video, leave anything in the comments, make sure you got your notification bell on for when I post. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I honestly and truly, let me back up so YouTube know I got a shirt on. I honestly and truly don't even know where to start with this one, because like most friendship fallouts, it wasn't just one thing. And then it was things that I didn't even know that was going on that happened behind my back, because initially I wasn't even gonna make this story time. I don't like making story times about people that's been on my channel, been in my lives, my vlogs, my Insta stories, and y'all know about them and all that. But it's just like, you trying to play in my face. You might think, okay, I don't even know how to start it. I'm gonna just tell y'all exactly the order that it happened, because that's the only way my brain will process it and tell it to y'all straight without y'all getting confused, because I won't be confused, and I'll probably most likely won't leave a lot of stuff out. Of course, I'm gonna have to leave some stuff out because we'll be sitting here forever, but I'm gonna just really try to paint the picture for y'all and give y'all the full story. Before we even start, hold up, let me get a girl a name. Wig. I already had the name, Ben had the name. Thinking about it for like a whole week. Wig, and then my friend Dej. If anything sounds familiar, it's because she made her own version of this from her point of view. This is from my point of view because I had my own relationship with the girl. Okay. So let's take it back, right? So let's rewind. I had known Dej through YouTube, from the internet. I used to watch her channel, support her channel, vice versa. So I remember her talking about in certain videos that she was moving to Houston. When she finally did, of course, obviously I want to meet you. I think she moved in 2022. Now, fast forward to 2023. We was talking and stuff during this, right? But we just never connected. We never linked up. 2023 happened. And there was this event going on. It's like a Froze Rose thing. And it was like April. She invited me on a Thursday for that Saturday, right? So she told me it was like an all pink event, whatever. So we just talking back and forth. I'm like, yeah, I'm down to go, whatever. Fast forward to the day of, she sent me her address and I pull up on her because we was meeting up at her house to go to the event because we was all going Uber together. I'm not sure if I knew. I think I did know that she was bringing an extra friend, but I didn't know that we was all going to be meeting up at her house. Like I don't know why I thought it was just me. I didn't expect to see any extra guests, even though I was an extra guest. So yeah, we get there, everything cool. This is my first time meeting her. Excited. Fast forward, we there like maybe a good 20 minutes maybe. Next thing you know, it's a knock on the door. Who else is it? None other than Wig. This is my first introduction to Wig. So Wig was Dej's friend prior to me. I feel like first impressions is everything. She walked in with a mug on her face. Just, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not trying to say too much about her because I'm only having these thoughts in hindsight. In the moment, I didn't judge her or nothing like that. But I really was gonna say some funny shit on her. But I ain't gonna do it. You know, like, yeah, I ain't even gonna do her like that. But first impressions, I'm like, ooh, she walked up in here mugging. Like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, you can't judge a book by its cover. No matter how bad that book is mean mugging you, bitch, you can't judge it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just give it a try. I'm here now. I'm about to ticket. I'm just gonna see how the day go. She started acting cool, you know, talking a little more this, a little more that. So in my head, I'm like, okay, she probably one of them ones that, you know, they just come off like a certain way, but after they warm up, you figure out they're cool. And we got to the event, we had a good ass time. They have food trucks, vendors, like little rose, they was giving out champagne, all types of stuff, y'all. Live performances. Jacquees was there, girl. We had Jacquees on the thing. So yeah, we had a good ass time. Then after that, we went back to Dej's house and we chilled for a minute. Then, you know, we went our separate ways, and that was like the beginning of everything. Soon after that, it became like a weekend thing. Like every weekend we outside, every weekend. It was either Friday and Saturday, or just Friday, or just Saturday, because Sunday through Thursday I'm in mommy mode. Me, I'm thinking we around each other so much. We're building something, you know, we're building a friendship, because how can you just be in somebody's face all the time and just be feeling the way that you feel about them? Like, y'all, bitches are strange. I'm sorry, I can't even get my thoughts together because I'm just like having a million thoughts even telling this story, because it's just so weird how people can be in your face and dead ass and not like you. So from April to June, we hanging out at least 1 or 2 days out the week, and then we also communicating, whether it's via text message, group chat, or phone call. So I'm thinking like, okay, everything's cool, like we building something. Very early on, my bad, y'all, my mouth is so dry. Very early on, Wig would make little comments like, oh, you don't want to hang with me without Dash, you don't want to go nowhere with me by yourself, stuff like that. And at the time, I'm like, girl, we're a throbber, like we're a 3. 1, 2, 3, we do everything together. It's a we. So I just brush it off because I'm thinking like, oh, you just drunk talking, or you just, you know, just saying stuff. But the whole time she meant that, and I couldn't even understand why, because looking back, this is me realizing after the fact, I have never, when we was the throuple, when all three of us was friends, I never did nothing one-on-one with Dej. It was always me, Dej, Wig, Dej, me, Dej, Wig, me, three. It was always all of us. Like, so I'm just thinking like, why is she thinking like this or saying these little comments? But okay, that's just something I let slide, let it roll off my back, because I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Because one thing about me, I'm not a jealous friend. I don't know, coming from somebody that attracts nothing but jealous friends, I am the complete opposite, and I actually hate jealous friends. So fast forward to June, early June, around the 8th, I fly out to LA because my friend was having an event. And also my friend Dej was going to the event too, because obviously she got invited, she bought the ticket, whatever, she supported. Mind you, I was flying out with somebody. So that's why me and Dej didn't come together. And also we flew out on different days because she had to work. So little did I know, she was coming with Wig. Last minute, Wig hopped and invited herself, apparently. Which, okay, that's fine, that's cool. But I didn't know it was just like this whole ordeal about the event. I had got a room with who I flew out with. And then Dej was with Wig, and then she was with her ex. So I'm like, okay, they doing their thing around the city. Like, we gonna see each other tomorrow at the event. Because I had flown out on like a Friday through Monday. So I was gonna be there for a while. So that first day I do kind of like the rest, you know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to be up bright and early for the event so I could have a good time and be well rested, whatever. So it was cool, you know? But next day we get to the event. So we get there early, and then Dej ended up showing up after all the subscribers and stuff came. She showed up. I'm excited. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Naturally, I'm like, where's Wig? Ain't Wig here? Like, why she not at the event too? So Dej just like, oh, she didn't want to come. She didn't get a ticket, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, oh, I'm sure my friend wouldn't care if she came to the event, you know, because some people had like, they had to cancel, or, you know, it wasn't like at capacity. So I was just telling her that, I'm like, well, let me ask my friend if she could come and tell her to pull up if that's the case, right? So I'll go ask my friend. My friend is like, yeah, cool. Mind you, we have been there a minute. The event is like coming to an end. You could pull up, girl. Like, it's shit left over. You can get a little piece of food, get a little plate, piece of champagne, whatever. Like, girl, nobody is like that. It's like the more the merrier. Nobody gives that nasty bitch attitude. We having her to come. She finally pulls up. We go get her from the parking garage. We sit in the car with her. We talking. I'm like, oh, why didn't you come? Why didn't you come? She was like, Dej didn't invite me. Ho? You got on that flight though. So I was just like, oh, well, me not knowing, I'm not knowing at the time. In real time, I was like, Dej, why you didn't invite her? Like, why you didn't tell her about the ticket? I don't know what I said, girl, because we was damn halfway toe up. But I'm just like thinking, I'm not thinking it's nothing crazy. I'm not knowing that they got their own little debacle going on, and they going through their own shit over there. And it's probably some tension going on. I'm not knowing that. So when she said that, I didn't think it meant nothing. You know, I'm just like, oh, she just like playing, because we play a lot. Especially me and Dej, we play all day. Hello? So she was like, yeah, Dej, I didn't know it was like snarky. It didn't come off to me like that, because I wasn't looking for it. And that's the thing with me. If I'm not looking for some shit, it will go over my head. That's how people be sliding with me so much. Because I don't expect weirdness out of people, because I don't go in being weird to people. That happened. I'm like, oh, well, bitch, fuck it. Take a shot. You here now. Let's do this, Brutus. So we go in, and it's cool, you know. And I noticed that when she came in, like maybe she felt like out of place or something, because I noticed she was like just sitting there off to the side by herself, just, you know, maybe she was uncomfortable. I know how I get lots of anxiety. I get overstimulated, overwhelmed very easily when I feel like I don't know nobody here. Like, you know, it takes me a little second to loosen up, and I'm like, okay, maybe she like that. So I'm trying to make an effort to speak to her, like, girl, get some food. We get passing her the bottle. Day's just trying to make her feel included too. That's what I'm saying. If you go back and watch the vlog, don't go off no vlog. That's what we chopped up and edited. You see what we wanted you to see, and we not paying attention to the people in the background, girl. I'm trying to get this content. I'm thinking we done had a good time. Fast forward, they dip out way before we do, because they had a flight to catch the next day, because they had to come back home to Houston. I'm gonna still tell y'all the story in order, but I just want to get this out there. A little bit of time go by, months later at this point, and they're just telling me that Wig was like, I'm not paying for a ticket to hear no bitch speak at an event, and this, that, and the third about the event. So I'm like, if she really felt like that, why did you even come? Why did you come just to look uncomfortable and out of place? You should have just stayed at the room. You should have stayed at the beach, like where you was at. You should have just not pulled up. Because to pull up with that type of energy, now you over there looking like a stick in a mug. We're vlogging. You can clearly see that shit on camera. Subscribers is wondering why she's over there to herself. She looks out of place. It looks like she's not included. She excluded herself. She excluded herself from that because she didn't want to pull up to hear a bitch talk. And I ain't like that because, first of all, that's my friend event. So now I'm conflicted on whether or not I should tell my friend this shit because I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. If I tell her, then I'm being messy. And if I don't, it's like, oh, why you didn't tell your friend? Like, that's kind of fake. Why you didn't tell your friend? But at the same time, I'm still trying to have Wig back because we're building a friendship like I thought we was, or at least I thought we was. We was building a friendship. Now I'm around her every day. So I'm like, okay, I chalk it up to maybe she was just like drunk, tucking on her ass, or maybe, you know, she just knew she wasn't gonna feel comfortable. So she just started saying anything just to justify the fact that she didn't want to pull up for real. So I'm like, okay, that's that. I didn't end up telling my friend. We still in June, mind you. We get back from the event. At this point, it's the summertime. My daughter is out of school, right? So I sit down for like 2 to 3 weeks because I know I got to entertain my baby for the summer. So I'm taking her on dates. We're going to the museum. We're going, you know, out to eat, to the movies. I'm doing everything I can to just get her, just entertain her, because kids swear they bored after 2 seconds of summer. So the next time I had seen them after my friend's event was the weekend of 4th of July, and we had made plans to basically, we made plans to turn up, but our for sure plans was we was gonna go to Wig house and throw something on the grill because they was having like a little 4th of July celebration at her pool. So I'm like, okay, cool, that sounds so fun, girl. I ain't never, like, you know, had a chill time. Like, we always go out. Sometimes I do want to throw something on the grill, sit by the pool, and slap my feet up in the water. So, okay, cool. I was loving the idea. So we get there. We do that. We put like some salmon on the grill. We having a good time, vegetables, like all types of stuff on the grill. So we was there damn near all day. I don't know what happened, but I don't know if somebody started fighting or shooting. But girl, that shut that shit down real quick. Mind you, I forgot to mention, my other friend came into town to Houston, right? So she came in for 4th of July weekend, and she was going to be in town for like a few weeks. And initially, she was a part of the plans too, but she had came, you know, she got family stuff going on. She had a bunch of other stuff going on, but I still tried to include her into my plans because I know we wanted to see each other. So, yeah, she was included in a little 4th of July celebration, but I don't think she could make it. So, after that, we go back up to Wig apartment. That's when my friend had called me, and she was like, what y'all doing? I'm still like trying to pull up. I'm like, girl, they shut that shit down. They got to fighting and doing this, that, and the third, and it's done for. Like, I told her we was finna go down to, Adore, I want to say, or Emancipation. I can't remember which one, but we was finna go outside. So I'm like, you want to go outside? You can still come. She was like, nah, I'm cool. Like, I'm tired, whatever. Whole time. You know what? That's another story. I ain't even finna get into it, my friend. Every incident that has my friend in it, I'm gonna put a pin in it and come back to it. Like, I'm gonna have to skip around my friend because it was like a lot of different things going on simultaneously. So yeah, a lot of things was going on. Basically, she feeling some type of way, like, nah, it's cool, it's late, I don't want to do all that. Okay, cool. I feel like y'all know what I feel like both of our separate friends have in common. They feel like they the type of friends that think, okay, you're my friend and you can't have friends outside of me, and if you do, I need to be around to control the situation. Mind you, I forgot to mention, I pulled up with 2 bottles of Don Julio. I put up with a bottle of Don Reposado for me and Deja split, and then I pulled up with a bottle of Blanco for just Wig, because Wig always would be like, yeah, I don't do dark, I don't really like dark, but I'll drink it, I prefer clear. Like, she preferred Tito's and stuff like that. I don't know if it was because it was cheaper or what, I don't know. It was like a thing with Wig. She didn't like putting it in on bottles and gas and stuff like that. I don't never ask nobody like, girl, you got it, you gonna send it, you know, because I'm like, if I tell you it's this and you don't send it, I'm just gonna assume you don't got it. So I'll let you slide a few times, but after a while it gets exhausting, girl. It gets exhausting. You need to chip in. We split a shit 3 ways. Chip in. It's not even about the money. At a certain point, it's about the principle. Chip in. I don't care how you think I'm living, what you think I do for a living, and how much money you think I'm making. You need to do your part, because you here at the end of the day. You're not finna just be leeching. That's people, when you give people too much leeway, they get the leeching off you and start playing in your face. Okay, I ended up cutting a lot out because I'm trying to stick to this point. It was so much going on at this time that I feel like if I don't tell y'all every little thing, it's not gonna make sense, but I'm gonna try to make it make sense. Basically, me, Dej, and Wig had been hanging out with my out-of-town friend and her friends too. It was like the vibes was off
I didn't even realize it in the moment. I'm only saying this looking back, but we still kept hanging out. So we was trying to do a lot of stuff together that just kept falling through, at least on my end. I remember I wanted to take her to dinner and I wanted everybody to come.
Basically, to keep it real, I feel like it was just like some weird underlying tension. So fast forward to the next day, we all had like plans. I don't know if we was all gonna meet up. I know we wanted to go out to eat or do something like that, and I had already told my friend that I was gonna take her out to eat, or if we all go out to eat, I'm gonna pay for her meal. So but that was one of the plans. And then later on that night, I knew Dej and Wig wanted to go to a Drake night because they invited me, but I'm not that big of a Drake fan. Drake had some bangers back in the day, but I'm not gonna listen to him for 3 hours. So I'm like, when they have the Drake night, we could just go to Forget Me Not or something, right? So I'm looking at places to go to on TikTok to take my friend to eat, well, all of us to go out to eat. And then at the same time, I'm simultaneously texting them like, hey, what about this place? What about that place? What about this? And then I'm getting ready to go drop some stuff off to my daughter and go sit with her for a minute. So I'm doing a lot of things at one time. And my friend had spent the night, so she was there too. And we both just doing stuff. So I'm texting, I remember texting Dej like, hey, what about Bungalow? You ever been there? Or you want to go there or something like that? Because I do remember, I feel like, I don't know if they told me right then and there, like, hey, no, I've been to Bungalow and I don't like it. And then I had ended up texting Wig, what about Bungalow? So Dej respond, it's like I text Dej and then a little while later I text Wig. And then after, as soon as I text Wig, Dej had responded to me, right? So I guess it was a thing where Wig was like, well,
I don't know why if you told her you didn't want to go, she was going to text me and something was going to change.
Actually, she said,
I don't know why she texted you then back door and text me like something was going to change.
Like, girl, it's not that serious. So I'm like, or why wouldn't she text a group chat if she wasn't trying to be weird? And I'm like, girl, I'm not even thinking like that. It's crazy. Like a little small action could make somebody change their whole perception of you. And now all of a sudden you weird and this, when the whole time you're not even doing shit to be malicious. So I was like, whoa. When I had finally heard of it, because in real time, I didn't even know she was saying this shit about me. I'm just thinking she being dry and she really don't like Bungalow and she rather not go out to eat and this, that, and the third. Whole time, you over here talking shit and you got a whole problem. Now you think I'm weird because I'm texting y'all separately outside the group chat. Like, what? I'm not even thinking about no damn girl. I got a million things going on. You are not the fucking focus of my life. So, yeah, she over there talking shit. So I feel like the energy of that day was just all weird. It was all bad. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take my friend out to eat and then y'all could just do y'all thing and go to the Drake night. So I take my friend out to eat. After that, we go to Forget Me Not. They pull up to Forget Me Not. The energy is off. You could tell. But my friend was trying to make it something it wasn't. And I don't know, Wig, I just feel like the energy was just weird. Y'all would just have to been there because sometimes you can't explain energy. You have to sit in that shit. That's just like another incident that I just was side-eyeing the whole time. Let's fast forward to the next week. Mind you, I didn't know she was talking none of that shit about me. So when I hit her up to ask her if she can be my model in my wig video, because mind you, I had just got a fresh sewing. I had just got a fresh sewing. That's not coming out, baby. Not for no wig or nothing. Not even for a little piece of money. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just have to do somebody else hair. And if it wasn't gonna be her, then I was probably gonna do my ex little sister hair. But I'm like, let me ask her first. So I hit her up. I'm like, hey, I got 3 wig videos to do. Like, would you mind me doing it on you? Would you mind being my model? She was like, yeah, girl, of course, it's cool. Da da da. Like, just name the time and day, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know what? I'm thinking in my head, like, damn, well, should I pay her for her time or something like that? I'm like, I'll buy her a drink and then I'll toss her a wig. So I'm like, yeah, girl, and if you like any of the wigs, you can have one of them. It's nothing, whatever. So just because, you know, I feel like I should compensate you for your time at least. So that's what's up. So that's what happened, right? So we go to Rupert for like drinks. We really went for the oysters. And we had like got a little meal. We ate, we talked, and mind you though, and I know it was pretty last minute, but I'm like, at the last minute, I'm like, oh, you should tell Dej about it too. Like, you know, because I'm so used to it being just us 3. So she was like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. So we pull up the Rupert. I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I maybe was thinking like Dej was gonna pull up later. My bad, y'all, was just choking on some jalapeno chips. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm thinking maybe she gonna pull up later or whatever. So we get up in there and we talking, laughing, having a good old time. She mostly venting about her dudes and stuff like that, and I'm just listening. So out of nowhere, I start thinking, I'm like, oh, where's Dej? Like, did you mention it to her? She coming? Like, what'd she say? She's like, she picks up her phone, looks at it, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. She haven't texted me back, and you know, she might be at work and this, that, and the third. So I'm like, oh, call her right now. Call her right now. Let's call her. So she said, I forgot what she said, but it was something that made me be like, oh, okay, no, it's cool. Like, yeah, we gonna leave her. We gonna leave her be. We're not gonna bother her. Like, I forgot what she said, but it made me say like we're not gonna bother her. It's fine.
I ain't gonna lie, every time we did something together, I did try to include Dej because I was so used to it being the three of us. So when I would like ask about her, like the time we was at Rupert, you could tell she was kind of like getting annoyed. Like she didn't want to talk about her. She just brushed it off. Whole time she talking about, oh, she's probably at work. I haven't talked to her. Come to find out, she never even invited her. She never hit her up about it.
We eating oysters, we talking, like I said. So after that, I'm thinking, oh, we full, we got the itis. Like, you know, if she don't want to do it today, we ain't got to do the wigs today. So she was like, yeah, no, we can still do the wigs today. I'm like, girl, it's 3 wig videos. You sure you got time? This is gonna take a little minute. It's gonna take, you gonna be here for probably like 2.5 hours or something. So we still pull up to my house, we do the wig videos, everything is cool. It's crazy because a lot of y'all could see the energy through the videos. And of course I deleted the comments because that was my friend at the time, and I'm like, oh, y'all not finna come for her because I don't see what you're saying. Like, let's be serious. I'm thinking y'all dragging it, y'all whole time y'all seeing the damn energy. Like, girl. And it's not even just the wig videos. This, y'all used to say something on my lives, all my stuff that she used to be on, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so yeah, we do the wig videos. Everything's everything. I ended up giving her a wig, a good ass wig, might I add.
Just for her to turn around, be ungrateful, and talk shit about the wig.
Come on now. When I heard she was talking shit about the wig, you being known for wigs, and not in a good way, and you talking about you talking shit about this good ass wig that I gave you when I could have sold it and got some money for it, and you just talking down on it, like being unappreciative. That really grind my fucking gears, bitch. Whatever. Now let's fast forward again because we finna do a lot of fast forwarding because, like I said, I gotta skip over the little stuff to hurry up and paint this picture for y'all. Time is going by. Me and Wig is doing more stuff together. Like I said, me and Wig is having more one-on-ones than my actual friend. Wig was actually the middle friend, but that all like went to the side when I thought me and Wig was building our own friendship. You know, I didn't even consider her the middle friend no more.
I really meant Dej was the middle friend
because I met you through Dej, like you her friend and I'm Dej's friend. That's how the dynamic was in my head. But since me and Wig is having all these one-on-ones, I'm like, okay, Wig is my friend. Like, you know, we doing shit outside of Dej. We going to Mo Better Brews. I vlogged that day, and it's crazy because I vlogged our whole time there. Then I watch it back and the sound did not work, and I was like, damn, I gotta scrap all this footage. Like, that's like wasted content, but everything happened for a reason because I vlogged the rest of that night too, and my whole vlog from the rest of that night was cool except for that part when it was just me and her talking, connecting, and I don't know. I'm just leave it at that. But yeah, so we doing little things, and I'm thinking we growing as friends. Whole time I didn't notice some shit, and it would be like she would try to leave me out of little conversations that her and Deja would have on the side. And it wasn't that serious. It wasn't serious enough. It wasn't no secret type shit. She just wanted me left out. Like, you know, she just wanted me on the outside. I just like I pinned it and I put it in the back of my mind because I'm like, I ain't gonna make it no big deal. This ain't high school. This ain't middle school. You know, they got some that they talking about. Okay, you don't want me to know? Okay. But when it becomes too frequent and you doing all this weird shit in my car, like, this is bitch hoe, I'm gonna need you to stop. Because I remember one time, it was on Halloween, mind you. It was on Halloween. We sitting outside of a gas station. If you remember that live, you remember that live. We seen somebody get poked up in front of the gas station. That specific night, we in the car and we all talking, and Deja was about to tell me something. And next thing you know, Wig is tapping her and telling her no, wait, no. Like, literally. Like, right in front of my face. Not a whisper, a side eye, or nothing. Just blatantly telling her not to tell me something. And it was just so weird. The energy, that shit just threw the energy off. So that's another example of little shit that I would have to ignore constantly. Because why are you trying to keep me on the outside? Now, let's fast forward to September, right? Go get you another drink or whatever you need. Cuddle up tight in that blanket. September come around. My same friend that was here for 4th of July weekend come back for the Beyonce concert. Mind you, my friend was telling me like, hey girl, I'm gonna come for the Beyonce concert this date to this date, whatever. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Then she back down and tell me, hey girl, I'm not coming no more. Like, don't worry about it, because she asked to stay with me. So I'm like, oh, why, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just go and do the same shit that I was gonna do that weekend, except for like now it's just gonna be me, Wig, and Dej. You know, I was gonna clearly and obviously include her in my plans because she coming and you asking to stay with me. Then at the last minute, she backed down and was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna come for the Beyonce concert, except I'm getting a room now, so you ain't gotta worry about it. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, can't wait to see you, whatever, excited. So fast forward to that weekend, Wig and Dej pull up on me. They coming to my house, right? Because we was going to go to crew. We was going, you know, day drink, have fun in the daytime, and then link up with my friend after the Beyonce concert. Because y'all know, Beyonce concert, my friend, it take you all day to get ready and prepare for that shit. So she was going to be busy all day until after the concert. So we was like, okay, in the meantime, we gonna go and do our own thing. The city was packed. So we pulls up the crew. Mind you, I'm on live before we get the crew, while we get the crew, and when we leave crew. If y'all remember that live, then you knew the vibes. We was on one. So we get the crew, everything is cool. We drinking, we smoking hookah. Wig is talking about some dude that she had just met. And I'm talking about she's obsessed, in love, whatever you want to call it, already. She would not stop talking about him the whole entire time, right? So when we leaving crew, she on one. I don't know what the got into her, but she on one. I'm talking about a whole nother level. Then on top of that, she had an attitude with Dage. Yeah, Dage. She had an attitude with Dage, and she wanted to sit in the front. So Dage ended up in the back because it ain't never no thing. She wanted to sit in the front because she wanted to be in the live. Like, girl, it's just a live. Mind you, we ride into my house because we was going to stop at my house. You know, we was going to just rest for a little bit, wait for my friend to come, or maybe my friend was going to meet me. I can't remember exactly because my friend kept going back and forth like, oh, I'm going to come to your house. Nah, don't worry about it. I just meet you there. Like, what you trying to do? You know, so it was like a lot going on. So we like, you know, we just about to stop at my house to chill for a cool minute. I think I had some Red Bull I wanted to get or something. On the way to my house, this girl over here screaming, where the nigga is at? I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. The whole way there. Anytime we would say something, she would be like, fuck that, where that nigga at? I'm trying to get my coochie stretched. The whole way there, to the point where it was irritating me, and it takes a lot to irritate me, bitch. We finally get to the house, because mind you, they had pulled up on me. So she had parked her car at my house. So her car is there. We get up in my house. She go in the bathroom. She come out with a different set of clothes on. Ho! She come out of some cheetah print dress. I said, what's going on here? She was like, I'm finna go pull up on a nigga. Let's call him Timmy. I'm finna go pull up on Timmy. So we like, what? Girl, we finna leave. Like, we is not finna be there. We is not finna be here this long for you to go pull up on Timmy. So she was like, no, I just want to pull up on him. I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna come right back. Like, it's gonna be, I'm gonna go there and then come right back. Like, leave. I just want to see him. So I'm like, no. How far do he stay? He stayed about 20, 30 minutes. I said, girl, even if you do literally go just to see him and then leave right away, that's still an hour. That's an hour wasted. She was like, I just want to go. I'm gonna be right back. So I'm like, oh my God. So she asking us like which dress. She had a cheetah dress, a red dress. She trying to figure out which dress to put on. We both was telling her like, no, that don't make sense. We finna go out. We just, you know, you finna like waste time basically. And mind you, when I look back at it, when I think back, it's like you planned this. You planned to see him because you bought extra clothes. And if that was the case, you should have just told us, me and Dage, hey girls, I'm finna call it a night. I'm finna go see this nigga. I'm finna go see a man about a horse, and I'm gonna see y'all another day. But instead, you played us. You played in our face like, girl, I just want to go. He said he got something for me, this, that, and the third. Like, whatever the fuck she was saying. So we just like, no. And she made up her mind. She's not hearing nothing from us, ho. So she ended up going. We were like telling her, no, don't go. You wasted time. We finna go here. We finna go do this. We finna go do that. Girl, she said, fuck you, bitch. Fuck both of y'all. And she leaves. And hours go by to the point where I'm telling my friend, like, girl, I don't know. We've been sitting here for hours. Like, I'm not on the same type of time I was. My liquor wearing off. I'm getting sleepy. I'm tired. I don't think it's happening tonight. So my friend like, no, girl, let's just go out. Because, mind you, she's still turned from the concert. She started asking me to do some super out the way type of shit, like go pick her up. Mind you, she's over an hour away thanks to the Beyonce traffic. So she wanted me to come pick her up. Let's ride to the club together, then come back, take her home, then I come back home. Girl, that's like 4 hours worth of driving. No, I told her no. So she started feeling some type of way, like I'm being fake and weird because I didn't want to waste 4 hours on driving alone. So I'm going through that with her. Mind you, Wig is doing everything but coming back. She's calling, giving us updates from the bathroom, doing this, doing that. You doing everything but being on your way. At this point, hours is going by hours. I'm asking my friend Dage, do you want me to take you home? Because Wig just left you over here. Girls pushing 5 a.m. by the time Wig come back. So she finally come back, pushing 5. I don't know what got into her. She was just like on some extra. She was on 10, on 20. She come right in, grab the bottle, get to drinking again. I said, it seemed like you had enough, don't you think? I ain't had enough. I know how to hold my liquor. She just starts saying, she just going off. Okay, she on 10, she on 20. Let me zoop. So she up in my house hooting and hollering. bitch, to the top of her lungs, to the point where I'm surprised they didn't call security on her, because they call security on me for less. They call security on me for simply watching movies. So this whole hooting and hollering, and it's 5 a.m. I pushed that nigga legs back and I da-da-da-da-da. I ain't gonna go into too many details, use your imagination. But she hollering about how she pushed the nigga legs back and this, that, and the third. And just like, you could tell she was clearly trying to entertain us, because she's not like a naturally funny, like goofy person. Like, she was on 10, extra freaked out right now, trying to entertain us, because me and Days just laughing. We looking like, who the fuck is this? She don't talk like that. Something got into her. So she just yelling, going into explicit ass details. And I'm just like, bitch, appalled, ho. But it's like, it's not what you telling me. It's like how you saying it. You hooting and hollering it to the top of your lungs, and then you showing me, and it's just like, it was funny. It was more funny than anything, I ain't gonna lie, because we up there laughing, right? So she asking us like, what do we think, and this, that, and the third, and asking for our opinions. So I asked her, like, was everything like wrapped up? You know, was y'all safe? This whole demeanor change. You would have thought if I asked her, did she drop down to her knees and ask Jesus Christ for permission? And do you think you're going to hell for what you just did? Like, you would have thought that's what I just asked this bitch. So her whole demeanor changed. And I'm like, wait, whoa. No, that's not that. That's not what I'm saying. Like, bitch, if you consider me as a friend and I consider you a friend, you would think that I could ask you a question like that when you hooting and hollering about what you just did. Mind you, I wouldn't even know what the fuck you just did if you wasn't hooting and hollering. So as somebody that look at you as a friend or a sister, you should not be getting this offended because I asked you one simple question. But she just got so offended, and I couldn't understand why. Because I'm like, wait, am I wrong for asking that? Because, bitch, we live in nasty, freaked out ass Houston. STD rates is through the roof. So I want to make sure my friend is cool. She kind of started doing this passive aggressive shit. Like, she trying to buck on me, like get bucked up with me. And I'm just like, well, she ain't saying nothing for real, but her demeanor is saying everything. Like,
I don't remember what was exactly said, but we did have words back and forth. We did kind of get into it verbally, but it wasn't like crazy.
Her body language is saying it all, even though nothing is coming out her mouth. So that's when Dej was like, yeah, it's time to go. It is. So they get up, Dej trying to go. She like, bye, I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna talk to you later tomorrow, whatever, right? So they end up leaving. And I'm like, wait, am I tripping? Am I wrong? Cause you came up in here disrespecting my house. You ruined our plans for the night for a nigga when you could have simply said that from the jump, like, hey, I'm finna go be with this nigga tonight. Y'all could go do y'all. Whole time we waiting around for you because I'm finna be on the way. I'm finna be on the way. And you came hours later. I'm running everything back in my head. And when they had left, I called my friend and I asked her, like, girl, this is a situation. If I love you and care for you as a friend, like, would you be offended if I asked you that? It's nasty. It's nasty in Houston. I had friends literally catch stuff. I'm asking for my charts off the rip. So my friend was like, no, you're not wrong. Like, I would not get offended over that. Like, I know how it is. My friend used to live in Houston. She know. So I really just felt like the energy wasn't necessary. I really just felt like the energy that she was giving wasn't necessary. Like, all the little pump fake and shit that she was doing wasn't necessary. But I chalked it up to, you know what? She wasn't in her right mind. She was total fuck up. She came back in, got back on 10 and 20 because she would not stop drinking, taking shots. When it's like, girl, we've been taking shots all day. You need to stop. Something done jumped into your body and you acting extra, real beyond extra. So fast forward to the next afternoon, she called me and she apologizing, right? I didn't expect that. So I'm like, okay, we talk it out. She apologized. I'll leave it alone. Little did I know she talking big shit about me. And I found that out like 7-8 months later. And she talk about, yeah, because it was going to be some furniture moving up in that house and this, that, and the third. Basically, that translates to, bitch, I'll whip your ass in your house right here, right now. Moving furniture? That's what the old folks used to say when they was ready to whip off in somebody's ass. I'm not stupid. And what the would make you even feel like furniture needed to be moved off of that? You been feeling some animosity. You been feeling some type of way. But I didn't know that. So I left it on the playground, bitch. I promise you, I ain't think twice about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to chalk it up to you being extra fucking drunk out your head. And you probably don't even know what was being said. You just, I don't know. Maybe you got offended and you felt some type of way. But I feel like that's the type of shit that friends should be able to talk out. If I offended you, tell me so we could talk through it. Don't just sit there and have weird ass animosity towards me and I don't even know about it. I'm not even realizing. So my camera keeps stopping, so I'm gonna just stop it here. I'm gonna give y'all a rest later on this week, all right? Because bitch, after this, when her birthday trip and all that shit came, it went downhill from there.